RIP configuration. So as I explained it to you, how you need to enable RIP, you need to go to the router RIP actually and advertise the network you know about them. Show IP protocol, show IP route is the command to verify. You can enable the RIP and verify, enable, this is version 2. We'll do this later on, but just to show you that this is the simple topology. We have a very complex topology as well, but just for the simplicity, first time we are configuring the RIP. So we can, let's try to do the this topology. So we have a Hong Kong router, we have a London router, we have Paris router, and we can see each of these router advertising their network 100.100, 150, 50 networks actually. And the directly connected networks are 2020.2, 2020.1, and 10.10.10.2 and 210.2.1. So let's say if I go to the Paris router, let's go one by one from London router to, when we log into the London router. Okay, so first of all, when I log in, I'm typing the command show IP protocol. This command will show me what routing protocols we are already running. So first of all, we are making sure that there is no routing protocol is already running. Then I'm going to check the show IP interface brief, and you can see I have F00 connecting to IP addresses assigned 2020-21, and the 2020-22 is also assigned to the other side. So these two networks are directly connected and they are up. Then there is a loopback address 100.100.1, which is assigned here. We are just simulating that there is a network connected here. So loopback address, just to show you that what is the loopback address, interface loopback. So you can see you can configure as many loopback interfaces as you want. Millions of loopback addresses you can configure for testing reason. Loopback addresses are not connected to any interface, like they are not connected to any physical interface of the router, switch, or anything. They're just like if I say, for example, you can see, and if I do the show IP interface brief, so they are always up. I just created this loopback address, and you can see it is automatically comes up. But you see F01, it is administratively down. So this is a physical interface, but this is a logical interface which is always stay up. It is used mostly for testing purpose. It is used mostly to simulate something in your network as well. It is used for many different services later on along the line. Okay, so I'm just removing this no interface loopback, for example. So basically, first of all, show IP protocol always check. No IP routing protocol is running. Show IP interface brief, loopback 20, and this interface. Now, before you do anything, check the connectivity on the other side, 20.20.2. So make sure the show CDP neighbor Paris router you can see. So from London, you can only see Paris router because London does not connect to the Hong Kong router. It has no idea about the Hong Kong router. But maybe the Paris router, because it's connected to London and Hong Kong, so that should be fine. So we can reach to our neighbor. Now let's configure this. Router RIP, I am tell 100.100. So you will be starting with network command. And network command means you are advertising your network known by this router. Okay, /24, then 20.20.20.0, sorry, which is this network, 20.20.21.1. Okay, show IP protocol now shows you that the RIP is working, sending update after 30 seconds, next due in 28 seconds. So after 30 seconds, it advertising the same routes back to this network, it telling, yes, I am still connected to this network. Invalid after 180 seconds and hold on after 1 day, flush after 4. So if it does not get any update from the neighbor after 3, 4, 5, 6, for example, after 5 update or 10 update, 240, then what it does, it actually flushes the route from the routing table. Also, you can see these are the networks we have advertised, F00 and loopback 20. We are sending this, sending one and receiving one version. Automatically network summarize in effect path, and then you can see the routing for tables, all of the routing for these network. Now let's go into the Paris router. Which first of all, what we do. So basically, always make sure whenever you're configuring show IP protocol, no routing protocol is running, show IP interface brief. Basically, make sure you test the connectivity. Okay, and then on the other side, on the Hong Kong side, I'm pinging. So I have the full reachability. So I need to advertise this loopback as well. So you see this loopback is not configured. Interface loopback 30. IP address will be 150, 150. Okay, so I just configure this IP address as well. Router rig. Now I need to advertise. How many networks I need to advertise? Anybody knows this? So first of all, check how many links it has. It has 2 links. So basically you can see this is connected to 2 network. This is connected to Hong Kong and London side as well. And then you see the loopback address 150, 150.1. So basically you need to advertise 3 networks. So this router knows 3 networks already. So he will be advertising 3 networks basically. Hmm? Verify the connectivity, and you are simulating that that network is connected behind something kind of a LAN network, or mostly used for testing purpose, for troubleshooting purpose, for some kind of, because loopback address is not connected to any live router or a switch. It always stays up, and it used for many other purposes later on for testing. Most likely, just think about it, loopback address always stays up. Okay, it's not connected to any router or switch, and it is not a physical network, but it's a logical network. We assign one network to it, and then we simulate that there is a network 150 connected, 100 connected, and 50 connected. Clear? So that's what it is, the purpose. Twenty 20.0 and 10.10.10.0. So that's what we have just configured. So 3 networks, you can see it's routing for 3 networks. And when you do show IP route, I can see one route rip is here. Okay, 100, yeah, 100 will be advertised from here. The rest of the routes are known as a connected. This is connected, this is connected, this is connected, and this is 100 is the loopback learned by the London router. Clear? Now let's go to the Hong Kong router, and now on the Hong Kong router, how many networks we need to check? Show IP protocol. No routing protocol is running. Connectivity is already tested. I need to advertise router RIP network 50.50.50.0 network 10.10.10.0. Okay, so now show IP route. Now see how many routes I am learning. I am learning 150. I am learning 20 as well because it's not directly connected here. And I'm learning also 150 and 100 as well. So basically I should be learning 3 routes. 100, 20, yeah. So basically I am learning 20, 50, you see 20, 50, 100 and 150. Total 4 routes should be learning. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 3 routes it should be learning because this network is already known to him. This network is already known to him. So basically I will be learning 100. And on this networks now, I'm learning how many this one? Route, RIP. I'm learning 150 because the rest 2 are connected. 10 and 120 is also directly connected. Similarly, this one, this should be learning 3 as well. Okay, see, 50 and 100 and 100 and 150, 150, 50 and 10. So now if I try to ping the from London router to 50, 50, 50.1, you can see I can reach it from London to Hong Kong. You see my traffic is going. So basically my traffic is going from there. and then come back. So that is how we enable the routing protocol in the RIP environment. Any confusion?